Now, as someone who grew up in Australia, spent my formative years here, my childhood, impressionable times in my life, you may think that given the amount of spiders, snakes, other such creatures that all want you dead and will stop at nothing in order to do so, you may think that my sensitivity to such things will be pretty low. It's like I've got a high tolerance for dealing with spiders, snakes, other such creepy crawlies. I want to let you know that there may not be a single person on this planet who has a bigger fear of spiders than me. I'm a 33-year-old man, and you may be thinking to yourself, that's kind of pathetic. Well, what do you want me to say to that? And now that I've been back in Australia for a handful of days now, since we last spoke, by the way, let me show you what it typically takes for me to get into a car to assure myself that there are no spiders in such car. It's usually something like this. Step one, you're gonna want to get in the car. Now that's what they want. Straight away, they think, oh, here we go. Step into my lair. Step right into my spider's nest, oh little human. Once you're inside the car, I think you have a lot of options to take. You have a lot of different pathways that you can go for from there. Now, I think that the most terrifying way to be eaten alive by a spider, huntsman, funnel web, that spider from Arachnid, I'm talking Hollywood spiders, I'm talking fictional and non-fictional spiders, it doesn't matter. I think that the most terrifying way to get eaten by a spider, like one single gulp, one bite, everyone knows the rules, would be to get done on the sun visors, the thingies, these thingies here. We've all seen videos of it, right? Like the person gets in the car and they're like, oh my God, maybe I'll just check myself at the very back. Spider sitting here in waiting, ready to jump out at you and eat your face in a single, gulp. I believe that's a technical term for how spiders like to eat. And so straight away, I'm pretty much always opening these visors, making sure that nothing is in here. Hello, good morning, good to see you again. And of course, you got to check the other one as well, because a clear decoy tactic could be to lull you into a false sense of security by going for this one. In reality, they are in this one, so you check this one as well. Then of course you have to check the back of the headrest, because you want to make sure that if a spider comes and crawls around onto your face, you're ready to go. Two-hand press, throw that thing out the window, which is located to either side of you. See, this is more of a PSA now more than anything else. After those main two locations are sorted, the visor and also the headrest, then it becomes a bit of general horseplay. I'm smacking seats, I'm smacking chairs. I think by this stage, if there was a face-eating spider in the car, they would probably reveal themselves. They may come out for a chat. Maybe they sit in the passenger seat. You guys talk it out, start a podcast, that kind of thing. But if none of that's going to happen, I think at this point, enough safety has been assured and we can continue the drive. Now, there is still the possibility that they're just chilling in the boot. They're just sitting there. They're like, well, you haven't seen what's back here. Maybe we're just going to come out, at our earliest convenience. And if that's the case, at a certain point, you have to tip your hat and say, well played, sir. So be it. Your situation is dire. And with that, good morning. Triple J. Let's go. But hello, how are you, mate? I feel like it's been 10-ish plus days since the Singapore video. Since then, I flew back to Australia for a couple of days, and then I was in New Zealand for a handful of days for my very good friend Jordan and Liz's wedding. Had just the best time. One of truly the all-time great weekends. I was catching up with a lot of old friends, some of my best mates, all from back in Australia. We were all just wedding together. So I've been back in Australia for a few days since then, just absolutely chilling down here, visiting my family. I'm here for a couple more days, and then I go up to Queensland. More adventures, the real cricketing era of this summer in terms of content and my experience, and therefore your experience, begins in a few days. We go to the Ashes, we go to the Gold Coast, things from there. I think there's going to be a road trip perhaps on the cards. There's going to be a lot of things. So stick around if you like subpar content like this. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Either way, best of luck to you. But right now, it is Saturday morning here in the Mornington Peninsula. It is probably the nicest day so far out of the handful that I've been here for, which have been absolute rubbish. I'm talking like cold, I'm talking wet, I'm talking not summery, so not cool, not accepted, and just generally disliked. But if I compare that to the current winter that is in London and the UK, oh, we are laughing. So I figured the plan for the day is no plan really. I'm just going to roll around, do some of my favorite things down here. Very simple, but very wholesome. And you can just come along and watch me do it. And in turn, perhaps think to yourself, wow, maybe I too should go for a swim. And that's what we're going to do right now. All right, thanks. Remember where we parked our car? Next to the no other car. Looks may be deceiving. Kind of looks sunny and enjoyable down here, but as there is only literally one other car parked down here, goes to show that only a fool would go for a swim this early in the season after a night of rain. However, I am a fool and also a dog. Do 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 do. Once again, looks are very deceiving. This water looks clear, the sky is blue-ish, and the vibes look nice, ready to swim. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something.
The temperature of this water right now is going to make me feel bad, but then feel very good, but in that order, and there will be no skipping of parts.
Oh no.
As expected, that's a big hell to the no from me, dog. Very invigorating, but my God. Once again, you wouldn't think it. All the aesthetics, the visuals are promising. Alas, that truly was freezing, but also good. Don't get me wrong on that. It does feel like a change of pace in swims from the beaches of Koh Lanta to this. I think that this entire experience could be upgraded if there was like a banana shake stall right here, some dude over there making chili basil stir fry with squid and that kind of thing. I'm not saying that they should do it. I'm just saying that if they had it here, it would enhance the experience. I mean, you can do with that what you want, Mornington Peninsula. I'm putting ideas out there for you. Take it as you will. Check out these dogs. Very cute. There's a hot take for you. I like dogs. Social media. If you can start your day with a morning swim, then why the bloody hell aren't you doing it? Huh? Sorry, I tried to say that as Aussie as I could. Now I would like a coffee, and then I would like to go to the gym so that I don't feel like an entirely terrible person. Just, you know, the regular amount. Let's go. Dog. I almost committed a cardinal sin in this country, which is going onto the beach and getting back into a car without first washing your feet. Any Aussie who grew up in this country near a beach can attest to this experience. Trying to get back in a car, probably one of your parents or friends, and not doing this first would have resulted in, you know, some kind of punishment. Hopefully not physical. I don't want to really go into your own childhood. But I'm just saying that if you try and get into my car with sandy feet, you will be physically punished. And I am not a physically threatening person. That kind of gives you an idea of the severity of the faux pas at play here. All right, let's continue.
Привет, как дела? I am dressed like a Russian babushka.
Pretty much every time that I got a coffee with a local colleague in the UK or a friend who was from the UK when I was living there, inevitably the conversation would always go to, oh, you Aussies are such coffee snobs. You only like to drink coffee from your place. You don't rate anywhere in this country, blah, 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 blah. And listen, maybe sometimes things in life are justified. The reputation is of substance. This is a pretty damn good coffee, and it cost like, I think, half what a coffee costs in the middle of London. So to all you naysayers out there, yes, we are coffee snobs. Also, you know, like Pret sucks. How about that?
And I'm outside harvesting clams.
We're done here. Now, if you thought that this is one of those YouTube channels where I would go and film my workout and show me crushing some PBs at the gym, then my friend, you were at the wrong YouTube channel, because no one wants to see me lift the smallest weights known to man. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see any of this, but here we are. But that's one hill that I would die on. Let's continue. Fantastic. Change of plans. I've decided a second swim is in order. Don't judge me. And there's absolutely no one here. Cool. What the hell do you want? Okay, now we can go to the thing that I originally was going to go to, but had to. The swim was delightful. No regrets. Onwards. We made it, people, to the epicenter, the talisman of Australian culture. It's Bunnings Warehouse. Of course. Might need a wheelbarrow to carry me home, mate. Let's get a sausage.
There's more oranges, isn't it?
Yeah. There as well.
Oh, I never got up to it.
Thanks. See ya.
See ya.
Now, if you are Australian, this is a very familiar experience. Bunnings, sausage sizzle. If you are not, and you're like, why did you go to a hardware store to get a piece of bread with some sausage on it? I don't really have an explanation for you. It is what it is. It's like, if you know what it is, you know what it is. And if you don't know what it is, then I can't really explain it to you, nor is it my job to. Basically, Bunnings is the market leader of hardware stores in Australia. It's like the closest thing we have as emblematic of our culture that I would say Walmart is to the US, in the fact that it's so big and so ubiquitous, is like at the center of Australian culture of, hey, why don't you come on down to this big shed? You can buy anything that's in the world of general goods and hardware and homeware. And while you're at it, get a sausage on a barbecue, because like, why wouldn't you? I don't understand the question. Why would you not get the sausage if it's available to you? Every weekend, this hardware store chain across the country has a sausage sizzle, as we call it, a barbecue, where you can just rock up, get a democracy sausage, as it were, if it was election time, which it's not. But I made a video once in London about how you couldn't get this. And now I'm here in Australia where you can get it. So we've come full circle. We made it, people. We out here. And on the weekends, they have these little stands set up that I just showed you where you can come get a sausage sizzle. I think each week is like a different charity, some kind of local community group. So it's tasty and it makes sense and it's a good thing to do. I've also got one of Australia's most iconic soft drinks, Solo carbonated lemon squash. You know what I mean? It's not lemonade. It's like more lemony. You're welcome for that description. So I'm going to eat this, go away. We'll talk more after. Nom. Here's what we're talking about. Some of that. And some cows. And some footy posts. All right, let's go. So close, mate. Story of my life.
It should just be eating it, you should get on.
Yeah, I'll take it. Taking the walk of shame here, past the judging beer kegs. Well, that is a pretty standard outcome for me whenever I go to Truman's. Hit the bucket 3 times, couldn't get it in. Not much really I can say about that other than it's confirmation of the great life lesson. You know, if at first you don't succeed, cut your losses and walk away. That being said, a delicious beer was had and I talked some nonsense with a bunch of 18-year-old kids who were talking about their friend who went to schoolies and didn't pay his way on accommodation. I hope that wherever that young man is out there in this crazy world, he ups his game as he matures into his 20s and doesn't dog the boys. That's all we can hope for. Now, I'm gonna go home, see my family, end the day of being quite a loner. I'm still upset about not getting that ball in that bucket. It was close, but no cigar. It was all peppercorn, no sauce. And if your name is Jordan Summerfield and you're watching this video, which I know you are, that's a joke specifically for you. Congratulations on your wedding once again. See, that's how good this YouTube channel is. It's so small and so niche and no one watches it that you get specific call outs if you're a good fan. And so if you too are watching this and you are a long time listener, first time caller, call up, ask for a shout out. You're gonna get it because like no one else watches this. So just come on down. That being said, let's go. Thanks.